Imagine an AI that doesn't just answer questions, but manages your entire financial life. It instantly connects your accounts, credit cards, and loans into one powerful agentic hub. Stop stressing over fragmented apps. Let your personal AI CFO build your clear path to financial freedom.
Okay, let's be real for a second. Managing your money can feel like a full-time job, right? You've probably got budgeting apps, investment trackers, banking apps, maybe that one spreadsheet you swear you're going to update. It's a lot. And the constant juggling, the worry, it's just complex. But what if you could change all of that with a single conversation?
So that brings us to a really big question. Could an AI actually manage your money better than you can? I know, it sounds a little bit like science fiction, but one company is trying to make it a reality, like right now.
We're talking about the AI startup Perplexity. They've given their AI a brand new and incredibly ambitious goal to become your personal chief financial officer. Yeah, a personal CFO. That is a bold claim. So let's break down what it actually means.
And that's not just some clever marketing phrase. This is the direct, two-word vision from Perplexity's CEO, Aravind Srinivas. He's not saying it's just a helpful assistant. He's saying it's your C-suite financial expert living right in your pocket.
So what even is Perplexity Computer? Well, think of it as an agentic AI. Now that's a key phrase. It means it's not just an answer engine, it's designed to do things for you. It works up in the cloud, understands what you're asking for, and then it intelligently picks the best AI for the job, whether that's Claude, Gemini, or something from OpenAI.
So what can this so-called AI CFO actually do? Well, the promises are huge. We're talking analyzing your spending across every single account you own, tracking all your loans, calculating your real-time net worth, and even building you custom retirement and debt payoff plans based on your specific situation.
Okay, that all sounds pretty incredible, but the immediate question from most of us is probably, how on earth does that work? How do you actually connect an AI to something as sensitive as your bank account?
The process for you, the user, is designed to be super simple. First, you connect your accounts using a well-known service called Plaid. Second, you just ask questions in plain English, something like, hey, can you build me a budget based on what I spent last month? And third, you get back these custom-built dashboards, charts, and analysis. And this isn't some small-scale test run. Through their partner Plaid, this integration supports over 12,000 financial institutions. That means pretty much everything, from the big banks to brokerages like Schwab and even Robinhood, can potentially be plugged in. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, security. Perplexity is being very clear about this. First, the connection only gives the AI read-only access, so it can't touch or move your money. And this is critical. Your financial data never even lands on Perplexity's own servers. It all goes through Plaid, which uses a military-grade encryption. And importantly, you can turn off the access at any time.
Perplexity's chief business officer, Dmitry Shevelenko, really nailed it. He said that for something this personal, trust is everything. Their whole strategy depends on the security and reliability that comes from their partnership with Plaid.
So let's zoom out to the bigger picture here. This isn't just about making a fancier budgeting app. No, this represents a really fundamental shift for AI, from tools that just show you information to agents that can actually take action in the real world.
I mean, the core problem this tech is trying to solve is just fragmentation. Think about it. Right now, the average person uses almost 3 different apps just to get a handle on their finances. Your financial life is scattered all over the place, making it almost impossible to see the whole picture. And this really shows you the core difference. Your traditional apps, they give you these static dashboards. They're passive. You have to do the work. The AI CFO approach is dynamic. You build what you need just by talking to it. And the analysis is proactive. It's an agent that's working for you, not just a database showing you numbers. And this isn't just some cool side project, it's a huge strategic pivot for the company. The market is betting big on this whole idea of AI agents. After Perplexity went all in on this agent approach, its recurring revenue reportedly jumped 50% in a single month. That pushed its valuation up to around $450 million. That's why investors are getting so excited.
But of course, with great power comes great risk. It's not all hype and massive growth charts. We absolutely have to talk about the very real concerns people have about handing over this level of insight to an AI.
And public reaction has been, well, sharply divided. On one side, you've got enthusiasts calling it a revolutionary game changer.
But on the other, skeptics are raising some serious red flags about privacy, security, and what happens if the AI makes a critical financial mistake. And honestly, both sides have really valid points.
So, this brings us to what is maybe the single most important point, and it absolutely cannot be overstated. This AI is not a licensed financial advisor. It's a tool, a powerful one for sure, but its advice is not a substitute for professional, human guidance, especially when you're making big life decisions.
And here are the key limitations to keep in mind. First, the accuracy of its insights. Not guaranteed. Privacy is always going to be an ongoing concern with this kind of data. To get the most powerful features, you're looking at a subscription of about $20 a month. And, for now at least, it's only available in the US and Canada.
So where does all this lead? Well, this first step into our bank accounts is pretty clearly just the beginning of a much larger trend.
And Perplexity has already announced what's next on their roadmap. They're planning integrations for things like crypto wallets and even real estate, all in an effort to bring more of your complete financial picture under one AI-managed roof.
Ultimately, what this all boils down to is a fundamental trade-off that we're going to see more and more in the age of AI. It's a question of, are you willing to exchange a degree of privacy for maximum convenience and these incredibly powerful, personalized insights? And that really leads us to our final question, which goes way beyond just your bank account. As these AI agents get more and more capable, how much of your life, your finances, your schedule, your decisions are you truly willing to automate? The answer is going to be different for everyone, and it's something we're all going to have to figure out for ourselves.